Hi, I'm Alex Mercado, and this is my persuasive speech. And my topic today is should all shelters be killing shelters? Which is a very controversial take, but you'll see what I'm doing. Okay, almost everyone I talk to always has some sort of love for an animal, whether it is a domestic pet or a less conventional pet, like a trout. Many people have a dream pet, but obtaining that special pet can be proven to be harder than anticipated for most. The surplus of animals filling up shelters, with numbers reaching as high as 3,000 as of last year, the real question is should all shelters practice euthanasia to help with this overpopulation? Private breeders are becoming a common practice, while shelters are filling up with the ones who didn't make the cut in others' eyes. It is more common nowadays for people to adopt stray animals and take them in that were left behind rather than giving them to the shelter. Shelters are becoming so full now that they are offering to give animals away for free during local pop ups in different counties and towns. Although euthanasia is seen as a humane way of controlling the amount of intake, it is way better to adopt from the existing rat and be more thorough when allowing adoptions and private breedings. Now, my first point is the amount of animals in shelters are extremely high. In the past 10 years, there has been a massive change in how many animals were being sent into shelters. According to Shelter Animals Count, an organization made by ASPCA, the highest number of animals in and out of the shelter reached approximately 8 million, with 4.5 million being adopted as of 2019. Although the adoption rate is high, the amount of animals that died reached approximately a million that year, when with it decreasing by about 0.7 million and euthanization decreasing by only 150,000 in comparison to 2025 data. Out of 6.3 million animals that come into shelters, around 26,000 of them are relinquished by their owners. This includes animals that were adopted and bought from breeders, with breeders helping the surplus of animals by contributing to the problem at hand. Now, my second point is euthanasia humane? According to Lifeline Animal Project, shelter euthanasia for population control necessarily was the norm, and in most county shelters, it was routine. Animals were held for the amount of time legally required, usually 3 to 5 days, and then euthanized. On its face, the term no kill represents a shift in industry vernacular that characterized a practice, once widely considered humane, as killing and thus wrong. The animal welfare field has never recovered from this divide. Animal rights and welfare have been a heated debate for a long time, according to Melissa Abramovitz's book, Thinking Critically, Animal Rights. Although it has been a long time, animal rights have been a long time debate due to the similarities and differences animals have to humans. Would it be humane to euthanize a homeless man if he was been on the streets for too long, which was a real debate that a man proposed to a crowd of people, and he characterized a human man as a way of making money and helping clean our streets. And would it be humane to do that if we are also finding similarities between animals and humans? Now, my third point is animal rights have evolved, with more people wanting to protect animals as much as they do with humans, or even more. Danielle Onorodo Jackson's paper was an excellent example of this. The Pause to Recycle program started to raise awareness of local animal shelters. More than 100 shelters participated and were able to raise money for their animals, showcasing the amount of love people have towards animals and wanting to keep them in a healthy environment. Another study was done that furthered further supports this towards better conditions for these animals. Again, ASPCA organization held an assessment of 113 cats to understand how their personalities were being impacted based on treatment and condition. The study found out that not only personality but behavioral problems and codes were also impacted. From this, there have been more efforts by communities to better the conditions of animals and their treatment than bettering other people's conditions from the surface. Whether it is medical or housing, there has been more community and money efforts to help animals rehabilitate than people coming out of prison. My efforts today are meant for people to understand the efforts people go through when it comes to the well-being of animals in comparison. Euthanasia has been a controversial topic and decision made by shelters, with more fosters and no-kill shelters growing and increasing every year. In my opinion, my take is I disagree. Not all shelters should practice euthanasia. It is far better to look into people's backgrounds and finding out if they are a good fit for an animal, and to closely monitor people who are private breeders rather than just killing these poor animals in comparison, or even making more rehabilitation centers. I hope the next time a family member, or a friend are interested in adopting an animal, you research where you adopt and how you are not caring for not only an animal, but a living being. Thank you.